Okay, guys. So the second thing we worked on last night is what we're gonna do when we have to slide to goal line extended. When we have to slide to GLE when there's a ball carrier behind. In years past, we have gone at this defense as the main rule was we don't slide to there. I don't think that works anymore with the group we have. So we need to be prepared to slide to the goal line. Which is fine and acceptable, and we just have to understand and do it correctly. Okay, so what we're going to go through in this video is just the positioning of where the cold slide needs to be in various kind of formations, so that we are leaving someone open as far away as possible. The reason being, let's take the ball off there for a second. The reason being, let's say, in our normal hot and cold situation, if this guy dodges an alley and we slide, the open guy is there, right? That's a really hard pass. That's not much of a scoring chance, okay? The reason we don't like to slide to GLE, or we try to avoid it when possible, is when we get the ball here and he's coming around and he beats his man and we have to go. Even if we've got this guy here on time and this is on time, that guy's going to follow his slide, obviously, and that's a lot more dangerous of a situation than that guy trying to hit that backside guy when he's on the run. Okay, so we're going to spend some time working our defense below the goal line, but what we need to understand is where these slides need to be. So when we're in this situation, we're just going to move the ball around right now in different spots below the goal line. So here we are. They're in a 3-1-2 formation right now. Okay, this is the formation we play. Should be the one you guys are more comfortable with. All right, so in this situation, what we want is the hot delaying as long as he can, but as he starts to approach, we've got to start to approach that way. And the ball's here now on the start, so we want this adjacent guy sunk in as the cold there. Okay? Now, that does leave this here open, and we worked on the approach to that last night. So when he comes up, the slide comes, and he skips that, right? But that's the longest pass on the field we can leave open. Okay? So again, ball's in this position, our hot is there, the cold is the adjacent corner when there's two below the goal line. Okay, same thing if we flip it to the other side, we put the ball right here on a lefty, and the hot is there, and this guy in the cold is sunk in from the adjacent. Okay, now the biggest thing is, we don't get complacent here as the cold, it's got to be heads on the swivel. It's got to be ready to react. What we can do on the backside, and we'll talk about a little bit in practice, is if we are in, okay, so this is a 3-1-2 formation. What we can do is, as this guy is cold here, and he's in, and that guy's open, if we see they're trying to pick that every time, what we can do as a defense is we can take these two guys and kind of zone those three guys at the top in the situation. So if he wants to move the ball here, we can get there, and then we can get out of the crease. But we'll talk about that in practice, how we would zone off that when we have a full formation. The most important thing to understand is that the guy we want to be cold is adjacent to the ball. Okay, so that's in a 3-1-2. Let's put them into a 2-3-1 right now. Okay, so here we are in a 2-3-1. Defenders. Okay, so a 2-3-1 with the ball below the goal. Okay, it's the same basic concept, right? If he's pushing this way, this guy can't go. Okay, that's what they're waiting for, is for that adjacent guy to step down. He's got to hold strong there, resist the urge to slide to that ball. He's got to hold strong right there. And again, as he's coming here with the ball, we want the farthest adjacent pass here to be the one takeaway. Okay, and again, just like we kind of talked about, and we got to go over a little bit more when we have an offense in the field, this guy in that situation, when he is cold from the top, we want to see this guy sinking in a little bit and kind of half splitting these two. Okay? Last situation, let's put them into a 1-4-1. Okay? So here they are, and they're 1-4-1. Now this is going to be slightly different. Okay? In the 1-4-1. If he's dead behind the goal line, he's straight on there, what we want to do is he's going to push. What we want to do in this situation is actually bring the wing in from the 1-4-1. Okay, because this is just too simple of an overhead pass. That's not really adjacent. That's dead in a line in a 1-4-1. Okay, so on a 1-4-1, we're actually going to want to sink in the wing guy. Okay, and as he's coming, the wing guy's going to stay there. Now, if he gets to here with the ball, or even if he passes to here, okay, well then this guy's got to get right back out immediately, okay? Everything in the 1-4-1 is trying to hit that direct skip over the top, okay, which is why if they're in a 1-4-1, we're not going to be cold from the top. We're going to be cold from the adjacent wing. Okay? So I know it's a lot of things and kind of the backside, how we're zoning off it. It needs a lot of practice. But just the most important thing is why we're making this video is we just want to understand that when we're below the goal line, we do need to be ready to go from the hot, and the cold needs to be coming from the adjacent spot. Okay? So even if their formation is kind of jumbled or it doesn't make a lot of sense, the cold guy just needs to understand who is going to be cold is the guy who is going to be the farthest pass away. Okay?